Alright folks, welcome back. We're now in part number 4 as we continue unboxing some of the DVDs that I got from eBay for my 22nd birthday. So let's open up the rest of this remaining package here, shall we? Okay. It came with a box inside of it, so let's go open up the rest of this remaining package. Go. All right, folks, check this out. Now, this is based on the classic novel The Wind in the Willows, which is a Martin Gates film. And now this is a classic that a lot of you guys may have remembered trying to read in books or seeing some old school classics of this basic movie that you guys are about to see right here. And that I'm talking about in question is The Wind in the Willows, a Martin Gates film. It's the actual just movie that was released in 2005 from Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment. And all time. Anyways, I haven't seen this movie before, but it originally was from the 80s or like the 90s, if I can to like recall, or something like that. But I should sit down someday and check this out. And it's based on the classic novel, just simply called like The Wind in the Willows, which you can watch some old episodes of it like from the 80s or the 70s. So here we go. In the back. Came with the tissue box. How good. Here's the disc. Alrighty, that's it for this previous DVD. Now let's open up this next package, which I got in black color font. So here we go. All right, are you Thomas and Friends fans? This one I have right here is another just Christmas related special, but this time it's in the wonderful world of CGI. And the one I have in my hands here is the 2014 teen DVD called The Christmas Engines. It was released not only by It Entertainment and Lionsgate, but also by Universal Studios Home Entertainment. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Universal Studios Home Entertainment was responsible for releasing some videos of Thomas and Friends all the way up until the early 2020 decade came. Of course, when they aired their new-ish reboot special way back then called Thomas and Friends All Engines Go, which that completely sucked. But anyways, here you go. In the back. Here's the disc. Now this is perfect in time for the 2026 Christmas holiday project in December, so stay tuned for that. Okay. Sounds like we have a few more DVDs left to unbox before we sign out for the day, so why don't we open up these last remaining few packages that I have in my collection. So here we go. Okay, let me get this one open again. All right, folks, check this out, folks. We have ourselves once again another It Favorites DVD compilations like lineup in the series, and the final one I have in my hands is the 2007 DVD release of Hit Favorites' Winter Wonderland, which was Hit Entertainment's very first ever DVD to feature some winter themed compilation episodes of Barney, Thomas and Friends, like Fireman Sam, Kipper, Pengu, and of course Bob the Builder. So, here we go. Now this will also be seen for this year's holiday project as we get to December this year. So, stay tuned for that. Here's all your episodes. And here is the disc for Winter Wonderland. Alrighty, time to open up our next DVD of the day. So here we go, and let's start to open it. And I got a DVD in there which says like berry sweet from strawberries in it. I thought that was nice of them for all the USPS people to put the, you know, this kind note on there. It's so sweet. All right, here we go. Let's start to open it. Oh, check this out, folks. All of you huge Clifford fans are going to be excited for this. This one I have here is the 2005 DVD, Everyone Loves Clifford and Good Friends, Good Times. This is coming to us from Scholastic Entertainment, Lionsgate Home Entertainment, and Family Home Entertainment Kids. I've been wanting to get this for so long now, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. And the best thing about this DVD is when you turn it sideways, all you get is that. Isn't that amazing? Transition from this to this. Well, wow. I did not know that they could do that for some damn reason. Anyways, just Clifford the Big Red Dog was one of those shows that I remember seeing a lot on PBS Kids, and for its timing, it did pretty well. Anyways, here we go. Here's the front. The spine. And the back. Being the world's biggest dog means Clifford can be a tremendous help. And Clifford knows a lot about what's growing up. He supports his friends when they need help and forgives them when they just make some mistakes. Here's your special features. And it also includes a DVD bonus story on Everyone Loves Clifford called Welcome to the Doghouse. As for Good Friends, Good Times, this one includes the episode like Forgive and Forget. Here's the disc. Here's the DVD one last time. Okay, time for our next package. Let's open that one up. Oh man, this has really good cutting. Oh, check this out, folks. All of you huge Bear in the Big Blue House fans are going to be excited for this one, because this next one I have in my collection is the 2003 DVD Heroes of Woodland Valley from Jim Henson Home Entertainment and Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment. Now for this, it contains interactive sing-along songs. And here's a little fun fact. Originally, this video just responds to the 9/11 attacks, where in that episode, there's a huge heavy rainstorm that falls into a library, and a tree just falls down into the library. So Bear and his friends just team up together to rebuild the entire library. Now this I gotta see on 9/11, because this one is so nice, because it has just, because for this DVD it has two parts, both part 1 and part 2. Now this could also be perfect for the 9/11 celebration as well, so stay tuned for that come September. All right, here we go. Spine and the back. Here's the disc. And it also came with this too, an interactive chapter guide, which contains an interactive chapter guide. And if you look at the back here, now this contains these fun sing-along songs from Bear, called the Good Morning Song, No Harm. There's the Woodland Valley's Cha-Cha-Cha, and the Goodbye Song, which that song holds the most dearest into our heart, along with the Good Morning Song. Okay, let me just put this back in. All right, so that wraps up part number 4 of the DVDs unboxing updates from eBay. But don't worry, part 5 will be on its way. So if you guys want to see that, then subscribe and ring that notification bell. I'll see you guys in part 5.